Maybe, yeah. Well, it's because of the light behind. It's like maybe like close those blinds and turn something on over there. Hi, we're working with the light problem, but it's good. This is we are Kim.
that's
See that
better.
that helps. See, and then turn on something there. Yeah. Okay. That's nice. See that's already better. That's already better. Look at.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. So I'm Kim, and this is
Amy.
my sister Amy. Okay, and we're gonna read to you from the Urantia book. But first, we have this: 365 Days of Walking the Red Road by Terry Jean. Today is April 28th.
Mm-hmm.
So this is from Luther Standing Bear, Oglala Sioux, who lived from 1868 to 1937. The American Indian is of the soil, whether it be the region of forests, plains, pueblos, or mesas. He fits into the landscape, for the hand that fashioned the continent also fashioned the man for his surroundings. He once grew as naturally as the wild sunflowers. He belongs just as the buffalo belonged.
That is so beautiful.
This is the continent of the Native American people. We're European.
Oh, I'm not a native.
Are you a little bit Native too?
Mm-hmm. Cherokee, I've told you that.
Yeah, you're Cherokee too.
Mankato, New Ulm, and different tribes, but Kasota area is very rich. And the powwow that we used to have down at Sibley Park, Land of Memories. I don't think they have had that for years. But it's very, for me, like I knew it was always sacred, not because it was mine.
Right.
I always knew it would belong to them because I could see them as a little girl. And I love how they are the land. It's kind of like ashes to ashes, dust to dust. But this is their land, and they utilize all the resources fully, and they pray and they give gratitude for everything, and then they return. To me, it's so spiritual and so elegant, and we as a culture, as a race, as humanity, don't just
I was saying
so materialistic and falsified.
the white race is like the killer bees. Like the bees species. The subspecies is the killer bees of the regular honeybees, and they're just more aggressive, and they just advance into everybody else's territory, all the other territory of all the other bees.
That's sad.
I know. I don't want to belong to that. I struggle with that so much.
But you don't have to belong to that. You can say that I was born in America.
I was born
in America. I don't support all of America's political, religious beliefs and affiliations.
But then what am I, though? You know what I mean?
Kim.
I'm Kim.
You're Kim.
Yeah.
You are a spiritual human being that embraces life and wants to help other people.
Yeah, I am.
You don't have to stand and represent for what America the now represents, because that's not who I am either.
Okay.
So you get caught up in that bleep.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Mm-mm.
I know.
You're a child of God first and foremost.
I am a child of God. Okay.
Whatever your God is. So screw everything else.
Thank you.
I missed
All
you.
Right. Yay. Okay. Next we have The Tao Te Ching, translation by Derek Wing.
You have a new one.
I've got lots of them.
Okay.
But I thought, I figured, we read through one. It's only 81 verses.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a new one.
Let me read that one because I think I can see that. If that's okay. Because the lighting makes it harder for me to read.
Well, normally how we've been doing this one is like here, they're numbered here. So I'll read this verse and then you can read the explanation that corresponds to the verse.
Can I read the verses?
You can do whatever you want.
Thank you.
Go
That's
ahead.
smaller. The valley spirit, undying, is called the mystic female. Lovely.
Okay. The spirit of the valley is a powerful symbol for yin, the universal female principle. It is eternal. It has always existed and will always exist. This principle has many names. We can call it the sacred feminine or the mystic female.
I like mystic female. The gateway of the mystic female is called the root of heaven and earth.
The mystic female is the ultimate source of all living things. The ancient Chinese noted that women were responsible for the miracle of life and therefore had to possess a measure of divine power.
Thank you.
They respected this power and regarded it as the basis of existence, the root of heaven and earth.
And the male was intimidated by that.
little bit, but not, yeah.
It flows continuously, barely perceptible when utilized. It is never exhausted.
Is that all you women go-getters?
I beg to differ. I'm always exhausted.
I'm exhausted too, but that's the male part of us.
We don't quit though.
No, we
keep
don't.
going.
We love, and and even exhausted, even when we're tired. I mean,
We do.
this is this energy that it's the interior of something is yin versus the outer edge is yang,
the yang.
right?
We are the woe before the man.
Yeah. Okay. The essence of life itself is a continuous flow.
Mm.
We may take it for granted and not pay attention to it, but it is always there. Because life begets life, its power extends indefinitely into the future. It does not matter how much we utilize. We can never use it up. It's, to me, it's like, I think I'm thinking of the prisoners in the gulags or in World War II, the ghettos, concentration camps for the Jews, and even in their darkest times, they had compassion and they went encouraged each other. They found meaning in that. They would say words to comfort each other, and even when they're being abused, and offer their last piece of bread to their neighbor who is ill. They did that.
And I would like to say something on that, because now our white culture is trying to say that the Holocaust never happened. I'm here to say that it did. And just because the final survivors are dying out, it happened. And it will not be forgotten.
No, it will not. I can't imagine that. Okay, I'm going to read. As Tao cultivators, we are in tune with this essence. We recognize the goodness in every woman and celebrate the sacred power of the feminine. Let us be mindful of the truth that we all come from the mystic female, without which none of us can exist.
I apologize. I have to take that. It's a child or baby daddy. Where is it?
Okay, yeah, I hear it ding-dinging.
Found it.
All right. Okay, I'll wait. We'll just say. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I don't have anything going on here, but we're going to read the Urantia book next.
Yes.
I have a shirt and leggings and a pajama and panties and socks. Oh, her tennies, I washed them. They were here. I forgot I put them in our laundry, so her tennies have been washed. Too late. Too late. Too late. But I didn't put them in the dryer, only the washing machine. Yeah, I didn't. They're done. They're ready. But I'm doing a YouTube video with Kim for church. Is it okay if I let you go? Okay, see you at 3. Bye. I know I said church, which is inappropriate.
It's kind of like not, but it's spiritual. Whatever.
He's Mexican, so I was trying to explain it. Yeah. And okay. You know, when you were reading that, you said the flow, and it's so hard for me to flow naturally. It's like I fight it. I'm either going upstream, or I'm like hanging on for dear life to not go downstream. So to learn how to go with the flow, or just float, has been a process. And it's like a foreign concept to me that I'm just now at the age of 48, going on 49, starting to understand. And if I could have learned this early on in life, how much easier my life and the lives of my female children would be, because we all fight. We wake up fighting, and we fight all day long. And then when it gets to the battles that really matter, we're too exhausted.
Right.
Because we're just not taught that as a society, to just go with the norm. But then it's, you fight what the norm is. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a little complex.
Well, it's just getting, like you have what goals are that you want to accomplish. But if that doesn't happen, then you get upset about that. But, you have to be able to adjust that accordingly with whatever's appropriate, with what's going on.
I don't think it's so much the goals as I'm fighting this age that we're in, and trying to keep my children attached to old school morals and values, and having kindness and love and respect, and not being such a, whatever this generation is, with being online. I'm so old fashioned. Like, I don't text people back. I don't call people back. You know this. I'm old school that way. I do, but in my own time. But I also have time where I'm just like with my family, and people don't get that. And I want to instill that in my children. And it's hard with this generation, because it's a very constant.
Yeah, constant stimuli.
Yeah.
And that you crave that.
Yeah.
The young ones, they crave that constant stimulation. They don't know how to just
They all have ADHD and ADD.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, yeah.
I mean, and that's what like the internet and the social media and the TV, all that provides that. And then they start to expect that. And if they don't have this constant tension, then you feel lost.
Sad.
And bored. But yeah, just learning how to just be with yourself, and be with your thoughts, and be with it,
and be okay to not be okay.
Yeah.
And realize that it's okay to not be okay.
Yeah. And things just happen when they happen,
Mm-hmm. Naturally, not forced.
Yeah, they just should happen when they just happen when they happen. Okay. Well, this is about the Univitatia are like our teachers. This is paper 43, section 7. Univitatia are like teachers on the constellation level, on the worlds. Yeah. And they're different kinds of beings. They're not ascendant beings. They're not perfected beings. They're kind of like, I don't know. They're interesting kind of special beings that stay on the constellation level and help us through that level of progression. Yeah? Do you want to read about them?
Yeah. Can I have your light from your phone, please?
Yeah, honey.
It's too dark for me to see. Sorry.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. What's going on? Who's talking to me?
We both had interruptions today.
Yeah.
Forgive us.
Okay, so it's good. Okay, so flashlight.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, you want to go?
How'd you say it?
Univitatia.
Univitatia. Univitatia are the permanent citizens of Urantia and its associated worlds. All 770 worlds surrounding the
Right.
constellation. Wow, headquarters being under their supervision.
Okay, you want to see that? I picture that.
Cool. Yes.
A picture of that. So it's a big system that we're talking about. Here's Urantia, right? So there's Urantia.
Eden.
Yeah, that's where the tree of life came from. Yeah, and it's got 7 satellites, and each one of those has
7 planets.
7 around it, and each one of those
It's
has
10.
around there. Yeah.
So, wow.
Yeah.
Do you want to show?
Yeah, I'll show you. Cool? Yep. So this is from the Study Aids, the Urantia book, a visual summary by Hera Davis. Check it out. Yeah. So each that's complex kind of system, yeah. So there's 10 satellites, and each one of them has 7. That's 70, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then each one of them has how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
7, isn't it?
6, 7, 10.
Oh, 10. Okay.
So that's 700. Okay, what? These
All
are
770 worlds.
So where's the other 70? Well, Urantia itself is one. Okay, these are the permanent citizens of Urantia, the Univitatia. Yep. They are not spiritual or Morantia. They are created by the sun and spirit. There are 70 orders of personality with 10 major variations of intellect according to the satellite of training and culture. They possess great artistic skill, social adaptability, cleverness.
Fun.
Yeah, okay.
I would like to meet one.
Yeah, I would like to meet. We'll meet them. 770, but I got 700 now.
These children of the Creator Sun and Creative Spirit are projected on a plane of existence. Sorry.
I'll hold that for you.
Yeah, thank you. Plane of existence in between the material and the spiritual, but they are not Morantia, exactly what she read, creatures. The natives of each of the 70 major spheres of Urantia possess different visible forms. Oh, wow. And the Morantia mortals have their Morantia forms attuned to correspond with the ascending scale of the...
Oh! Because we didn't count the, there's 771. So there's 70 major spheres around Urantia, right? So there's these, right, but I didn't count. Okay, yeah. So there's like, right? So there's 10 of these.
Yeah.
Plus 70, that's 710. No, that's 71. And then plus each one of those. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
I can't do
that
math.
Makes sense.
My brain's just like, I haven't had enough coffee.
Because I wasn't
Do that
counting
math.
these ones in the middle.
Okay.
Right. That's
Oh, okay.
yeah.
And then
Yeah, go ahead. Okay. All right. That's good. Okay, where were we at? Okay, forget. That's enough.
and the Urantia mortals have their Urantia forms attuned to correspond with the ascending scale of the Univitatia.
Mm-hmm.
Each time they change residence from one Urantia sphere to another as they pass successfully from world number 1 to world number 70. So they can change.
Mm-hmm.
Spiritually, the
Univitatia.
Univitatia are alike. Intellectually, they vary as do mortals in form. They much resemble the Urantia state of existence, and they are created to function in 70 diverse orders of personality. Each of these orders of Univitatia exhibits 10 major variations of intellect activity, and each of these varying intellectual types presides over progressive occupational.
over the special training and cultural school.
Oh, I keep doing that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's okay.
These varying intellectual types presides over the special training and cultural schools of progressive occupational or practical socialization on some one of the 10 satellites which swing around each of the major Urantia worlds. And I'll let you finish the reading.
Okay. Thank you.
That's a lot.
Well,
I'm like trying to picture how
that works.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah. So like that picture, it says that these are
I'm trying to picture the beings.
the beings.
And the 70
They're kind of like
variations
Urantia
of
forms.
intellect and the 10 variations of that. Like
Okay.
it's just
There's various kinds of them, but they're spiritually they don't grow or recede spiritually as we do, we are capable of doing.
recede? No,
they don't.
They continue to grow.
They don't.
They don't? Okay.
Yeah. Because they're not ascending. That's what I understand. It's like spiritually the Univitatia are alike. So they're not, they're kind of like one level spiritually, but they're different according to intellect and personality, and they can kind of be attuned to whatever world that they're going to. So they can accumulate experience, but they don't ascend spiritually.
That's sad.
So, well, they're kind of like but you kind of look at things as serving a purpose there. They're serving what purpose they're designed to fulfill,
Mm-hmm.
I know, I like it when things ascend too.
Mm-hmm.
But they
probably doesn't bother them that they don't ascend.
That's what I mean. They don't
ascend.
know. They're happy they're fulfilling
what they're
their
doing.
purpose. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. See, this is why it's got to be in a cycle. If everything goes up, there ends up being nothing on the bottom.
True.
To support the ones that are up.
Yeah.
So there has to be this kind of like
level.
Yeah. And
kind of like a tree where it goes out and then
And in order for something to be moving, to be ascending or have any kind of motion, there has to be something at the center that's stable for it to gauge its motion. Otherwise, it's
the core.
Chaotic, and meaningless.
Mm-hmm.
See, so these things are all in balance with each other, and it's attuned, and it's all beautiful.
Yeah, because I guess if they could ascend, then they wouldn't want to stay where they were at. They'd be like,
sure,
yeah.
But see, there's also descending sons of God. That's actually like Christ is descending son of God. Those are the ones that because he came from being and came down to be here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all
in a balance.
Yeah.
Intricately in a way that we don't understand, but
we don't
somehow
understand, but
works and the flow
continues around that. Okay, so these are all Yeah, it's really beautiful the more you meditate on it. Okay, so just gonna keep reading here. I look like a ghost. Look at me. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. The 700 minor worlds are technical spheres of practical education in the working of the entire local universe and are open to all classes of intelligent beings. These training schools of special skill and technical knowledge are not conducted exclusively for ascending mortals, although Morancha students constitute by far the largest group of all those who attend these courses of training. When you are received on any one of the 70 major worlds of social culture, you are immediately given clearance for each of the 10 surrounding satellites. Okay, so, right. So you go here to learn about social culture of like, and all there's other beings that come here that are not, they're different classes than we are,
Mhm.
right? So, in the various courtesy colonies, ascending Morancha mortals predominate among the reversion directors. But the Univitatia represent the largest group associated with the Nebadon corps of celestial artisans. In all Orvanton, no extra Havona beings excepting the Uversa Abundanters can equal the Univitatia in artistic skill, social adaptability, and coordinating cleverness.
Wow.
These citizens of the constellation are not actually members of the artisan corps, but they freely work with all groups and contribute much to making the constellation worlds the chief spheres for the realization of the magnificent artistic possibilities of transition culture.
Wow.
They do not function beyond the confines of the constellation headquarters worlds.
Well, that answers all my questions I had.
See, yeah, so they're not like ascending beings, but that doesn't mean they're not totally valuable.
Right.
Yeah.
They're very important.
Yeah.
They all are.
Yeah.
And if we lost one, things went, yeah.
Well, that's how God feels about all of us, and it's true. We all have free will and choice and stuff. So we don't all. God doesn't make us go with Him.
It's a
You know,
choice.
Yesterday,
And actually, it's not a choice, it's a gift.
it's a gift, but you choose to receive
Mhm.
it. Yesterday, I had an interesting experience. Something came over me, and I felt like, maybe part of me is like scared sometimes because, ascending and trying to be more perfect, you're taking on risks, kind
You
of.
took on the wrong word. It's not being perfect. Only God's perfect.
Only God's
To
perfect.
be, yeah, so it's you're imperfectly perfect or you're perfectly imperfect.
Right. God's perfect, but as we ascend, we become more and more perfected beings.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
That
gradual
works, yep.
process. But here, like trying to be that and trying to take on more, it's always like trying to, you have to try to be more than. So it's like and you're taking on that risk of failing and stuff, at least temporarily and stuff, and it can be painful and stuff, and I thought, well, what if I don't have the courage to go on? You know what I mean? And I started to kind of like, this is a really something moved deep inside of me, and I felt like kind of scared of those things, and not really about right now, but what if in the future something, I don't, who knows what could happen. And but I felt like all like the angels and the beings are
Right there.
are telling me, like they want me
Keep
to
going.
come. They want me to come with them. It's
Mhm.
like it's this feeling that, yeah, you know, it's not going to be the
It's
same
like you're
without
given,
you.
you're
and
being given signs and little nudges to
little
keep
thing
going.
like it's like, yeah, you
Mhm.
got to keep going, and they're going to help us move on toward that. And I felt like, oh, I wanted to go with that. It's so funny.
Things I know about the failure is that failure is success turned inside out. And
Yeah.
that the newest thing I've heard is that if you're not truly failing, you're not truly showing up in your life, because we all fail.
Yeah.
And we have to fail in a big way to learn the lessons, to do it differently the next time so
Yeah.
that we can succeed and achieve.
Well,
So
See-
failure is just part of the lesson, and it's not something that should be looked at with shame or guilt. It should be like, okay, I wasn't ready. This is what I needed to learn. So now that I've learned this, instead of climbing up a steep hill, I can make a step and take it
a little bit at a
Mhm.
time. The Tao Te Ching will say that both failure and success are just temporary things. They're just very shallow things. We let go of that and just live day to day, fulfill what we need to fulfill every day.
Yeah, because like once failure happens, then you're thinking in the future, because you're like, what if it happens again? You're not in the moment, in the now, which makes perfect sense. Or you're looking at your past mistakes and you're in the past. You're not in the now.
Yeah.
You're not free to be in the now. Wow, that was deep.
Yeah.
I missed this.
Yeah. Well, here we are.
Yeah.
We're not missing it now. Yeah, but everybody gets busy here. It's springtime and everybody's busy, and
Work schedule changing,
Yeah,
kid schedule changing.
kids in Ramadan, and yeah. Okay, a lot of stuff going on, but we're gonna still do stuff.
We'll be doing it
when
tomorrow
we can.
together.
Okay, so tomorrow we'll talk about that schedule for tomorrow too. Okay?
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
That was like, "Arr."
I was biting my finger.
I know.
Sometimes
I saw that, but then
that's
you go,
bad.
bye.
Oh no, don't
Aggressively.
watch me biting my finger. That's silly.
You're funny.